This video is going to demonstrate what we call a heel sit. So this is more of a restful position. You can see that Molly has her toes tucked underneath and is leaning back on those heels. She can bring her feet a little closer together if she'd like, and then right under her bottom. Some people don't have a very big tolerance for this and they might not last very long. Maybe you only last 5 seconds. If that's the case, one way you can take a break is you can rock out of it, and then we get that added bonus of either standing up, or we can rock back into a little bit of a squat back onto our heels and take a little break and get some work on our ankle. And then after we feel rested, we can come back to that and then down onto the heels. This exercise requires a couple things: very good knee flexion and a lot of extension at the big toe. So there's a couple modifications we make if at the beginning you find this hard. First, we can take a yoga block as a tool and we can put that between our heels and our bottom at the varying levels. There's different settings that we can use to make this a little bit harder. You may have to start with this when your knee is getting used to it. The other thing that we can do if we're finding our big toe doesn't want to bend that much, or all our other toes, is that we can take wedges. So we can take that yoga block out and add some wedges below our toes. Here we're using wedges by Naboso, and that will help take some of that pressure off of the toes, in case that's not something that's easy for you. So Molly's going to remove those wedges here and show one more way that we can add to this exercise. This exercise is very good for lengthening all the tissue on the plantar surface of your foot, but we also want to work it in other planes. So one thing she can do is kind of work her foot in what we call pronation and supination. So she's going to rock back on those heels. Her feet are going to be a little closer together, and then she's going to just be a little bit playful and move the foot back and forth. Again, this can load the toes more than maybe you're used to, so this might be something that you work into down the line, but she can try to build some resiliency in the bottom of that foot for that motion into those kind of more those lateral movements as she's able to tolerate it. If she ever needs a break, she again can rock back into the squat, or just go back up into a high kneeling position and take a break.